Hi everyone, I am Avas and today I having a heartfelt and inspiring conversation with Maya on a very meaningful topic. How to stay motivated during tough time. Life is not about easy. We all face challenges, setbacks and moments when giving up feel easier than moving forward. Best motivation is what help us stand tall, keep going, and turn pain into power. So let's explore with ChatGPT how to stay strong and motivated even when time get tough. So let's start it.
Morning. Hope you've had a good start to the day.
Can
Meritest
you hear me?
Pronensi. Yep, loud and clear. You sound good.
Okay.
Anything on your mind this morning?
Yeah. Today
Sorry, could you say that
discuss.
again?
We will discuss on a topic. The topic is how to stay motivated during tough time. We can conversation on this.
Ah, gotcha. Motivation when things get rough, huh? Solid topic. I'm game. Where do you want to start with it?
Maya, why do people often lose motivation during a difficult time?
Good question to kick things off. Honestly, I think it's a pretty natural response. When stuff hits the fan, dopamine, that feel good chemical kind of dips. Your brain's wired to conserve energy when it senses threat. So motivation takes a backseat to just getting through it. Plus, difficult times often mess with your sense of control. When you feel helpless, it's hard to see the point in trying, you know? It's like, what's the use if it's all going to fall apart anyway? Does that track?
Okay, what the first thing someone should do when they start feeling hopeless and discouraged?
Okay. First thing, don't try to force motivation. Seriously, it almost never works. Instead, focus on the smallest possible step, like ridiculously small. Not finish the project, but open the document. Not go to the gym, but put on my workout clothes. It's about breaking the cycle of inaction. That little win, even just starting, can create a tiny bit of momentum. What do you think about that approach? Does that feel
Okay, how can having a clear purpose help us to stay motivated in tough moments?
That's a good one. Having a clear purpose is like having a North Star. When things get chaotic, it's easy to get lost in the weeds. But if you know why you're doing something, the bigger picture is, it's easier to remember why slogging through the tough stuff matters. It's not just about the task itself, but the value it brings to your life or to others. It gives you something to anchor to when you're feeling adrift. Does that resonate with you? Do you
Uh,
feel like having a clear purpose helps you personally?
what role does mindset play in overcome challenge?
Massive role. Huge. It really boils down to whether you view challenges as roadblocks or as opportunities to grow. A fixed mindset, believing your abilities are set in stone, will have you spiraling pretty fast when things get hard. You'll see failure as proof you're just not good enough. But a growth mindset, believing you can develop your abilities, lets you see challenges as learning experiences. It's not about pretending things are easy, it's about believing you can handle the difficulty and come out stronger on the other side. It's a shift in how you interpret the struggle. What's your take on that? Do you find yourself leaning more one way or the other?
Okay, how can we turn failure or setback into motivation from growth?
All right, this is key. You gotta reframe failure. It's not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Seriously, think of it as data, intel on what doesn't work. It stings, yeah, but avoiding it completely means you're not even trying anything new. The trick is to ask yourself, What can I learn from this? Or what would I do differently next time? It's about extracting the lesson, not dwelling on the disappointment. It's kind of like leveling up in a game. You don't get stronger without facing obstacles, right? Does that make sense, or am I getting too gamery?
Okay. So
Hey, you
next,
still with me?
why is important? It is important to focus on small daily action instead of big goal during hard time.
Okay. So big goals can feel paralyzing when you're already down. They can just loom over you, making everything feel worse. Small daily actions, though, those are manageable. They're like little wins you can actually achieve, and those wins build momentum. They create a sense of progress, even when you feel like you're stuck. Plus, they train your brain to associate action with feeling better. It's less about drastically changing your life and more about making tiny, consistent steps forward. It's a snowball effect, slowly but surely. Does that make sense, or am I rambling?
Okay. And next,
Good, just checking.
how can gratitude help shift our perspective when we feel stuck or down?
Ah, gratitude. It's a little cliche, but it actually works. When you're stuck in a negative headspace, it's easy to only see what's wrong. Actively focusing on what you're thankful for, even the small stuff, forces your brain to acknowledge the good. It doesn't magically erase the problems, but it shifts your perspective. It's like adjusting the lens. You still see the mess, but you also see the little pockets of beauty and goodness that are still there. It can be as simple as appreciating a warm cup of tea, a sunny day, or a supportive friend. Does actively practicing gratitude feel helpful to you?
Okay. So next, Maya, what are some practice way to keep our energy and motivation alive every day?
All right, a few quick hits for daily energy boosts. First, move your body. Even a short walk can do wonders. Second, disconnect from screens for a bit. Seriously, give your brain a break. Third, listen to music that actually lifts your mood, not just something you're used to. And finally, do one small thing that makes you genuinely happy, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Read a chapter of a book, call a friend, whatever recharges you. It's about building in little pockets of joy throughout the day. Any of those sound like something you'd realistically add to your routine?
How can talking to sportive peoples or mentors make a difference?
Mm, huge difference. Talking to people who've been through similar stuff can be a total game changer. They can offer a different perspective, share their own strategies for overcoming obstacles, and remind you that you're not alone. A mentor isn't just someone who gives advice, they're someone who believes in you, even when you don't believe in yourself. And support from people who get it, who understand the struggle, can be incredibly validating and motivating. It's like having a cheer squad for your brain. Have you ever had a mentor or someone you looked up to during a tough time?
Why should we remind ourselves or our past achievement when we feel low?
Okay, this is a good one because our brains are really good at focusing on what's going wrong right now. We tend to forget all the times we've actually succeeded. Reminding yourself of past achievements, big or small, is like pulling out a highlight reel. It's proof that you, A, are capable, that you have overcome challenges before, and that you have the skills and resilience to do it again. It's a confidence boost disguised as a memory lane trip. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking, I can't, but those memories remind you that you actually can. Makes sense? Do you ever do that? Actively recall past wins? Hey, are you still there?
Okay.
Sometimes the connection glitches a bit. Just let me know if you're still with me. We can wrap up this topic or switch gears if you'd like. No pressure.
What are some common motivation mistake people make when facing challenge?
Good question. Okay, a few big ones. First, comparing yourself to others. Social media makes this so much worse. Everyone's journey is different. Second, setting unrealistic expectations. Aiming for perfection is a recipe for disappointment. Third, ignoring self care. You can't pour from an empty cup. And finally, dwelling on negativity. Getting stuck in a loop of what ifs and should haves just drains your energy. It's about recognizing those patterns and actively working against them. Any of those sound familiar? Have you caught yourself falling into any of those traps?
Thank you so much, Maya. Today I learned that staying motivated is not about avoiding pain. It's about finding passions. Is not tough. Purpose in its tough time test us, but they also share up into struggle, stronger, wiser, and more resilient peoples too. Everyone watching, remember, storms don't last forever. Keep believing, keep moving, and one day your struggle will become your strength. See you all in the next video.
Wow. That was really beautifully put away. Seriously. I'm glad this conversation resonated with you. And hey, good luck with everything. I'll definitely see you around. Have a really good rest of your day.